want to talk about something a little bit different. Last July, I started to look into this whole cryptocurrency craziness, mostly because my son was pestering me about it. And long story short, I ended up putting a fairly significant amount of money into a Coinbase account, which is sort of like your bank account to buy cryptocurrencies in. And then I just parked it there and kind of forgot about it. Well, as you might expect, if you've been watching anything on the news at all lately, my initial investment of Bitcoin when it was at $2,200, even today after a significant pullback, is somewhere in the neighborhood of around I think Bitcoin's worth around $14,000, $15,000. I was using the Nanosignal to trade it. That's what you're looking at on the screen right here. And what this is on the screen right here is the CME's futures contract for Bitcoin. It's a little pricey. They want about $35,000, $40,000 per contract to trade it, but it is an official thing now, and you can trade it. And if you look at the signals here that I've been getting on the Nano, it's relatively profitable. So I mean, one thing led to another. So once I got interested in this whole Bitcoin thing, and I've been trading it and getting in and out of it since, I'd say the last few months, I probably made about 10 or 12 trades, almost all except one profitable on Bitcoin, and significantly increased that small amount that I invested initially. It initially tripled in price, in value, just from the run up to 20,000, but I've even increased it beyond that point. Anyway, one thing led to another, and once you put in the word Bitcoin into YouTube, suddenly you get a bajillion different videos popping up about cryptocurrencies. This whole concept of mining Bitcoins came up. I was really interested in how you would do that. An oversimplification is you buy a really, really fast computer, you hook it onto the internet, specifically the technology that they call the blockchain, and you're sharing your computing power to solve, I guess, a mathematical problem. And for that use of your computer power, you are rewarded in fractions of a Bitcoin. That's how you do mining. Well, I looked at the hardware and stuff, and yeah, it's legit. It works. It's a lot harder to make money now because Bitcoin has gone up in value so much. So that was one thing that was kind of deterring me from investing in that direction. The other thing is that the math problem keeps getting harder over time. So your computer power eventually becomes obsolete. So you not only have the problem of solving the math problem, but you have to continuously be upgrading your hardware in order to have something powerful enough to keep solving an ever increasing equation of complexity. And then the third component that you have is power. Chews up an enormous amount of electricity to let your computer, especially these real powerful ones, run 24/7, chunking along on the interweb, solving the blockchain equations. I kind of forgot about that and said, I probably don't want to do that. And then I ran across this concept called cloud mining, and it's really pretty ingenious. And the idea is that you pay for a service that rents you compute power. They sell it in what are called gigahashes, and the more gigahashes you buy, obviously the more you can solve this math problem, and the more money you can make. And initially I was looking at it going, I wonder if that's legit. So, being the goofy guy that I am, I went out on a limb and signed up for $100 worth of gigahashes, and let me show you how that works. I went with this company called Hashflare. The way you buy your gigahashes is you go here. These are 4 different types of compute power. The first one is for Bitcoin. This one is for Ethereum. I don't remember what Scrypt is for, and I don't remember what EcoHash is for. But anyway, let's look at the Bitcoin one, because that's the one I bought. Okay, so here's what you do. You basically just move the slider, and then here's the amount of dollars that you're purchasing. So if I slide it over, and this changes pretty much every, with the change in value of Bitcoin. So you can see that it can't get exactly to $100, but let's say $101.20. That's what we're looking at right here. For $101.20, I can get 460 gigahashes of computing power. And at that rate, I should be able to, that's basically almost a half a terahash, which is 1,000 gigs, okay? And at that rate, I should be able to generate 93 cents a day, $1 a day. I know it's not a lot of money, but it's really a lot of fun. Or $6 a week, or $27 a month, or $167 in 6 months, or $338.66 in a year. And you may be saying, oh, I don't know, that's not even worth it. Yeah, but think about that, okay? $100 of investment garners $338 of reward. That's like a 30% return on your money. So even if you did nothing but park your money in this mining operation, you would get way beyond the value of what you're getting in any bank, and even in any kind of investment. Now, you have to have a bit of, a stomach for craziness, because this is definitely craziness, and it goes up and down like you wouldn't believe. But it's legit. Here's my my account balance right now. I have last night. I signed up last night, and then this morning I had about $1 worth of Bitcoin in my account at the end of the night. It pays out every 24 hours. So the other thing that's really cool about this is you can do this thing called reinvestment. And what happens is every time you get enough money to buy another gigahash, okay, you can, if you have this button pushed, it will automatically reinvest your money out of your account. So think of it like compound interest. So you are exponentially increasing the amount of computing power, and then therefore the amount of earning money power every time you do this reinvestment. So that $300 at the end of the year is probably going to be a lot more money than $300. I don't know what it will be, and I may periodically just do a video to give you a little update. But this is a pretty cool thing, and you can do the entire transaction with existing Bitcoins, which I would highly recommend if you're interested. Or you can do it with cash, or you can, not cash, a bank account, or you can do it with credit, but it takes a lot longer for the transaction to clear, which is the beauty of Bitcoin in general, in that it's all electronic, it's all instantaneous. So literally, the moment I transferred $100 from my Bitcoin wallet into my Hashflare account, I was computing and starting to make money. And all of these, what you're buying is a contract for 365 days to compute money, I guess is the only way you can think of it. I feel like the Federal Reserve. I'm making it out of thin air. And if you hit the reinvest button, that's a new contract. So every time you do that, you're extending it another 365 days. So basically, if you just leave it like that, you're extending it into perpetuity, and your account will just continue to grow and grow and grow and grow. One of the things that I do have to make it easy for you is, and if I would appreciate if you did, is if you go to my website and you go down here and click on this link, That will take you to all the information that you need to get started mining your own cash. Over and out from